You know, it's so funny how things work. I went to fill out applications today. Well, I did most of my shit online, but like, I went to an old pet store that I haven't worked at since 2013. And I went to the grocery store I worked at in 2013. I actually left the pet store to go to the grocery store because they were offering more money. But that was also a very similar transitory period in my life. I had just left a different relationship. I had just moved back home. It's basically like we've revisited that period of time, but with this new vantage point, this new healing, this new energy. And I don't know, everybody seemed pretty shocked to see me. Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. And what's funny is the general manager that fired me from the grocery store was actually working there, Nine of Wands. And he like looked up my application and everything, and I was like, I swear to God, I'll be on time. But you know, he knew like half my family from when my mom worked there, my sister worked there. Seven of Cups options. But I ended up like communicating with them, and he said he was gonna like pass on the information that I was trying to, you know, like get an interview. Hierophant. And the pet store, they're probably not going to pay as much, but it is a more fulfilling job. I'm better at working with animals. And, you know, that's probably where I'd be more comfortable. But I wanted to pull cards to see what the right direction was. So right out the gate, we've got the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration, and Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning in work. The Nine of Wands, which is being guarded. The Seven of Cups, which is options, and the Hierophant, which is order and commitment, potentially. But I don't want to think about this in the context of love. I want to think about this in the context of work. I am being guarded towards options. I don't want any old job. I want a job that facilitates my goals. Jack, stop. Go back. Go back house. My niece is over and he's all excited to see her, but like he can't be trusted around furniture when he's excited. So he's hanging out in here with me and gonna have to throw a fit until we're done. Ace of Wands. All the animals are misbehaving. Well, I'm supposed to adopt the cat out tomorrow. I just showed up at the adoption place and accused them of not answering the phone directly. And they didn't acknowledge me, but they said they would take the cat. Strength, which I think is the right move here. I gotta find her original paperwork. But you know what? We had a productive day. The cat is getting adopted. I've got a potential lead on a new home for the dog. I'm not sure, but like I met a lady. She seemed really nice. She wants pictures. So you know what? I'm being optimistic. And you know what? We've got two hopeful options as far as jobs goes. Eight of Cups and the Six of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. So after this being guarded with our options and making sure that we're choosing with a Hierophant the correct job for us in the moment, we want to be able to flow with wherever we're meant to go next. We don't know exactly what that's going to be, and we are not entirely sure if hotels are the right option anymore, even though that was our plan all this time. I do feel like I'm being guided to explore the pet store. I saw some synchronicities that made me think that might be the right direction. The tower, but we don't know what the grand purpose is there, because as we know, we are meant to pop back into people's lives, give them a tower real quick, and sometimes that's it. We move along. But you never know when you're going to be part of somebody else's growth and when you're going to have somebody else teach you something. And I'm not sure what we're looking at here, but we've got the Ace of Wands and Strength. That is a new beginning with passion. In a career sense, I'm going to take that as something we are passionate about, lining up with the Three of Pentacles. A collaboration, a passion project. Four of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and Strength. A divinely guided beginning in career, and we do not see how it's going to connect quite yet. But we are on the lookout for unseen wish fulfillments, you know? We are not closing our doors to anything based on the concept. Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups are nurture, compassion, and sympathy. counteracting our guarded nature. The walking away, though, Emperor. The Emperor, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. You know, we did put some distance here with the Nine of Wands. I don't know. I tried to communicate a little bit earlier, and I got a one-word response, and that was it. So, like, either he's busy, and, you know, I'm overthinking it, mental prison, or he's putting distance, which is okay. Honestly, I'm going with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. And that's, you know, I'm leaving it up to fate. Six of Swords. I did start talking to a new guy, though, but low-key, just explaining the backstory with my entire situation has led me to a feeling of maybe this is like turning into a trauma bond kind of deal. And even if he can get past all of the weird stuff with the twin flame and the ex, and like the fact that I don't have a job right now and I don't drive, and you know, like there's all these problems that I didn't really consider to be problems, but now that I'm like having the conversation in a text message, it sounds a certain kind of way. And I'm not here to convince anybody that I'm worth their time. If they make snap judgments based on the appearance of my situation, then I'm just going to let it fall. So there is that. But Six of Cups lined up with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords makes me think that our perception here needs to change. Our perception of the past could alter the options we consider. Man, I walked into that pet store today and it just looked totally different. It was a whole different vibe. Things were in different places. It was a different energy. And I realized that, like I said originally, the Maryland I came back to is not the Maryland that I left. It's been 10 years. Things have happened for everybody. And it's only fair that I consider it from a fresh vantage point. Same with the grocery store. Oh, but the GM that fired me after 10 years wound up back at that grocery store. Like recently, he got here a couple months ago, and then I came back. And somehow we wound up at that same location again talking, you know? That's what, you know, we did consider that maybe the return to Maryland, what part of what we had to do here, Ace of Cups, was to meet people that we hadn't seen in a long time, to change their perspective. Maybe give towers, because let's be real, Five of Cups. I think that a lot of the people I talked to today were not just shocked to see me, they were like shook about it. And I feel different. Five of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, conflict and loss. But the Star. It doesn't matter what troubles we go through here. It doesn't matter whether it's romantic. It doesn't matter whether it's other people's opinions. It doesn't matter if it's a choice in job. We are the Star. We are the awakening, all of us. We are the renewal. And the Star, for me, represents our gifts too. Wheel of Fortune. Destined encounters. I'm not sure exactly how or why, but those interactions today made me realize just how different our energy is too. Because if people are that shook by our very presence without knowledge of anything, the Hermit, we must have made an impact. The before and after must have been dramatic enough to make that kind of response an option for them. We're almost out of time here. Ten of Wands, lining up with the Tower and the Four of Cups. These are challenges. The challenge here is to get through the Tower willingly, to run at it, to look for that wish fulfillment that is typically unseen or considered unwanted. We have to keep a watchful eye and lean into our Pentacle energy, the Queen of Pentacles, to achieve victory in this new beginning. Justice. And the King of Cups. That's a divine pair. That's a divine pair on the board, lined up with the Hierophant. Thanks for watching.